Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Ballew Family Entertainment. As you can see, we have a bunch of videos on our channel. We cover a bunch of topics. We cover theme park videos, drag racing videos, and we also have some cooking recipes that we've been doing. So if you go to our channel and you look on the playlist, you can see the playlist we have. The universal videos we cover are top 5 videos, tips and tricks, and also some recap videos of how our vacations have gone while we've been down there. Same for the Disney World videos. We do top 5 videos. We also do videos on the different lands inside Disney World, like Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge. And our drag racing playlists also cover the Ballew Thunder Garage series that we do every couple weeks here on the channel. You can click on those and see our recap videos from all the past events we've done. And we also post some highlight videos of races that we've been to. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps the YouTube algorithm putting our channel out there a little bit more, and we get a little bit more exposure so everybody can see us. So make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button on our channel. So with that being said, let's get into this week's video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our videos. We post a new video every week. This week's video is a recap of our race in Kearney, Nebraska. This is the 3rd year that we've gone up to Kearney, Nebraska. We started in 2020 and came up in 21, and we are now here in 22. There was 25 cars on the property, and luckily for us, one of them broke, so that left us 24 cars. They're only qualifying 24 cars. And as you'll see in this video, throughout qualifying, we struggled a lot. So first round of qualifying, we went up there and the thing would not run. It felt like it was hitting the rev limiter, but it wasn't. There's no reason why it should have been, hadn't all season. But we struggled going down through there, and I ended up lifting and coasting to like a 580 something. I don't even know. It was pretty rough. But we got back to the trailer and couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. I was pretty frustrated, but we tore it apart, did our normal maintenance, checked a couple things, and took the rev limiter chip out of the ignition box. Thought maybe that was the problem. In our second round of qualifying, went up there and it did the same thing, except I legged it down through there this time, and it wasn't even building enough RPMs to shift. So we didn't know what the problem was. It sounded like it was floating the valves, because we had this problem a couple of years ago whenever we were racing the Nova. And so after that second round of qualifying, we went back to the trailer and we tore the car down to the block. And we ended up changing valve springs and valves and intake gaskets, blower gaskets, rocker arms. We were up till 4 o'clock in the morning Saturday putting the car back together. And we're just looking for anything we could find wrong with the car, and we couldn't find anything. The valve springs that were on it were brand new. The valves were good, and there's no reason why we should have been having the trouble we were having. So we went up there for the 3rd round of qualifying, and it did the same thing. I knew on the burnout it was going to be a terrible run. So after I did the burnout, staged the car, just pushed it down through there. I was frustrated. I knew stuff was wrong with the car. So we got back to the pits and we pulled the ignition box and everything off the car and put the old ignition box that we had, it was a grid, and stuck it back on the car, which we haven't used since 2021. We took it off about halfway through the season last year. So we stuck it on the car, set the timing, and got ready for first round of eliminations. And we ended up qualifying number 6 because there was some breakage. And so we were actually the slowest car on the property. It was not a good weekend, not a good look for us anyways. So we went up there for first round of eliminations, and the index was set at a 456. And so if the car was on a run, I was going to have to lift and hope I didn't break out on the index. So we get up there and I start the car, and right before I put it in gear to pull him through the water box, it almost dies. It doesn't, but it almost did. So I kept it alive, went up there and did my burnout, and right after I left the throttle, it died. Luckily, we have a starter on the car, so I could get this car started again. Started it, backed it up, and I stopped. Dad undid the chutes and gave me the signal to do my dry hops. Whacked the throttle, killed the car. I don't know what the problem is at this point. We got ignition wires loose or something, so I'm like, this is great. We're gonna lose first round. You know, this is about how our weekend goes, so this is what we expected. So get the car started again. I get up to the starting line and I'm just like, just stay alive, just go down the track. And the tree came down and the car left, and it left hard. Hardest it did all weekend, and it went straight down the track. It's like, finally it was on a pass. And probably about 500 feet, I whacked the throttle a couple times to slow the car down, and ended up running a 469 at 134 miles an hour. So it went up there for the second round of eliminations, which put us against Justin Herbst. And he had his new car out there this weekend, and he was running good. And he ran like a 484, something like that, in eliminations first round. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have to try and get lucky, and maybe I can blip the throttle a couple times and not break out and still win. So started the car, went up there and did my burnout, and as soon as I lifted off the throttle, the car died. Don't know why. Fired it back up, backed up. Dad took the pins out of the parachutes, and I just staged the car. Didn't do the dry hops. I didn't want to take a chance of killing it again. And got up there, tree came down, and the car left hard again, straight down the track. And about 500 feet, I whacked the throttle a couple times, slowed the car down, and went at 471 at 135 miles an hour. I just happened to get lucky, and we went on to the final round. So the final round, we ended up racing Mike Buchanan. And if you've been following the channel, you know in Lufkin a couple months ago, I red lit in the semifinals and threw away a chance of going to the finals and racing Mike Buchanan. And we were in the left lane, he was in the right lane, and went up there, did my burnout, and the car died again. Started it, backed it up, and went and staged the car. Wasn't going to take any more chances. And I had the worst flat of my weekend, but it was still close to what he did. So I wasn't too far behind. It was like maybe a couple thousandths of a second behind him. And I had actually passed him by the 60-foot mark. But whenever the car launched, it went to the left. And so I was fighting it, trying to get it back in the center of the groove the entire time down the track. And about 400 feet, I could see out of the corner of my eye the front of his car. And if you can see their car, you're losing. And so I'm got my foot in it, I'm not lifting. And close to the finish line, the car got a little further to the left, and I got into the marbles, and the car just went hard right. It just spun out, and I went from seeing just the corner of his nose to seeing the full car. And I was looking directly at him. So I lifted and got a little sideways. I'm sure there's gonna be videos on Facebook showing it. But we ended up losing. Went a 459 to his 449. It was a close race. Congratulations to Mike. He had a great weekend. And we just came up a little bit short. And if the car had went straight, it would have been a little bit closer. We might have even won. I don't know. But it was still a good weekend. After how it started, I did not expect to be in the finals. So us making it to the finals and runnering up helped us a lot in the points. And we'll probably move up significantly. I doubt we'll be in the top 5, but we'll be up there at least. But after how the weekend started, you know, it was terrible, and I was not looking forward to racing on Saturday. I just thought it was going to be a terrible weekend. It turned out to be pretty good, and we'll go home, and we're going to tear the car apart and put it all back together and get ready for MoCan in a couple weeks. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Before we go, we would like to say thank you to our sponsors. Iron Cross Dirt Work Designs, Nitro Ice, Icon Pistons, Smith Auto and Tire,
Phillips Precision Machining in Bartlesville, Oklahoma.
Make sure to check out our Facebook page. We have brand new t-shirts that we are selling this season. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at Ballew Thunder. You can join our Discord at Ballew Family Entertainment. Follow us on Instagram at Ballew Family Entertainment and Ballew Thunder. You can follow me on Twitch at JD Ballew and on Twitter at Ballew_Jordan. And make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Ballew Family Entertainment. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good one.